Morons, it's Victor, King of Morons. Welcome to another long ass video.
Ah, 僕も飲み物。ちょっと待ってください。ちょっと待ってください。So, this homeless guy asked me for food. So I'm gonna buy him a 500 yen meal. And get myself a strong zero. Hi. Yo. どうぞどうぞ。こんにちは。お願いします。
温めますか？はい。画面のタッチお願いします。
あ、はい。お願いします。あとこれイカフライ。はい。はい。
850円でございます。
はい。
温めますか？イカフライ。
はい。これ違うな。小さいそのままでいいよ。そのまま。
1万で大丈夫ですか？コンタカードは。
あ、そうか。忘れた。お願いします。
ポイントカードをスキャンしました。
彼に聞いてね。ここが先に行っちゃったら。
はい、1号2、6、7、
いいえ。
10円と。
いっぱい食べてね。
十分90円お願いします。
はい。OK。ありがとうございます。これも、でこれも。
タレ。桃タレ？桃タレも温めますか？はい。
名前って何ですか？山村さん、ビクター。じゃあ頑張ってください。どこの？アメリカ。そう、ニューヨーク。いいですか？
はい。
はい、じゃあ先に。ありがとうございます。いいえ。It's cold as hell outside, and it's what do you call it? It's just windy as hell. Cheers. So that was weird. Yesterday, some homeless guy came up to me and said, and he was well dressed. Like, I don't know if you saw that guy. I couldn't really try to focus on him too much. He was really well dressed, and he said he was carrying 2 plastic bags, and they were like good solid plastic bags, like that zippers and shit on them. He said, "Do you have any money?" He said, "Okane kudasai." And I was feeling, actually I had some food poisoning yesterday, and I was kind of feeling nauseous, and I just thrown up in a bathroom. I think it was oysters or something. I don't usually, that almost never happens to me, but yesterday for some reason I was feeling pretty nauseous. I was on my way home, and I'm the kind of person that when I don't feel good, when I kind of feel, I don't know, sorry for myself, whatever, like, oh, I'm weak, I tend to give money easily then. I don't know why. It's probably the time when you want to save money, hold on to money. I was in New York City once with only like $12 to my name. I was supposed to, there was a mix-up with a dormitory, and I didn't have anywhere to stay, and I was like trying to call these friends. I was trying to hook up with these friends. I could go crash at their couches. This is like 30 years ago, and it wasn't working out. I couldn't contact anybody, and what happened? Oh, so I'm on the phone on this payphone. This is the day of payphones, and this guy is watching me drawing something on a piece of paper, like a pad. And when I get off the phone, he walks up to me and he says, it's this like young black guy, and he's like, it's in the village too. He's like, "Hey man, I just drew this picture for you. Can you give me something for it?" I'm like, I didn't ask you to draw this. I'm thinking to myself, I didn't ask you to draw this picture. He goes, I'm really hungry, man. I haven't anything to eat. So I gave him like $5. And it was like literally like more than a third of, like I think I had like 12 bucks or I don't know, like I had very little money, and afterwards I'm thinking to myself, like, why the fuck did I do that? Like, what's wrong with me? Have I no sense of self-preservation? Do I just want to die? Anyway, so this guy just now, I'm just walking home, and I wasn't even going to go into the convenience store, but he says, he stops me, he says, hey, I'm really hungry, do you have any bread? I said, let's go to the convenience store together. So you think when you go and you say, you offer to buy someone something, I said, just get whatever you want. So he buys the most expensive like noodle meal for like 500 yen, which is like $4. But you know, once you offer some, I mean, actually I didn't feel bad at all. I thought, okay, fine. I was just like, wow, most people, because I've done it before, you know, most people ask for a sandwich, it was like 200 yen, or onigiri, 130 yen. But this guy goes out for the most expensive thing that they sell there. And then I said, well, I'm gonna get a drink while I'm here. And I know you saw the whole thing. Then he says, well, how about this ika fry? Can I have some ika fry, which is like fried squid? I'm like, you know, at this point, what the hell? You know, I said, yeah, go ahead. And at the very end, as I'm about to leave, I'm like, well, anything else? Like, almost as a joke, just to see how far he's gonna push it. He's like, yeah, can I have this kebab, you know, little chicken kebab? Kushiyaki. And so I give it to him. But you know, good for him. But I don't know if you noticed that he was pretty well dressed. He had a nice solid jacket and a nice bag. I mean, considering, right? And he wasn't skinny. I mean, he looked nice and round. Didn't look like he was starving. I tell you, it's cold as hell tonight, though. Anyway, that's not what I was going to talk about. In fact, I'm rushing home to put my son in the bath. My wife still cannot take a bath because of the operation. She's not allowed to take a bath, so I've got to put him in the bath. She can take a shower, but she can't put him in the bath. And with the son, you know, we want to put him in the bath. Let him play around in the bath. I wanted to talk about the Can Hito. And who that is there's a tower there. The Can Hito is the guy in my neighborhood who used to come around. How windy is it? He used to come around to the liquor store where I always visit. I've taken you dozens of times to the liquor store in my neighborhood. It's a nice, you know, I say liquor store and it sounds bad, but it's just this old mom and pop store owned by a widow who's a very nice woman who's always been friendly to me and my dog and my wife and my son. And hold on. Anyway, there was this guy that went around, who used to come around and collect cans every night. And I didn't see him every night, right? I wouldn't see him every night, but I guess you know what I'll do, just to make this interesting for you, I'll just walk around and film as I talk to him. But I wouldn't see him every night, but I didn't go there every night, but he did come there every night. And whenever I went there, he would always come by. And he was this old, like, he must have been in his late 60s or something, early 70s maybe. He rode a bicycle and he collected cans all from all over the neighborhood, right? And his spiel was, you know, it's so funny. He collected all these cans, and it was really bizarre. This is what he did, okay? He had a proper job. He worked at a manja shop, which is really weird because this guy was one of the most disgusting people any of us has ever seen. He was always wearing a mask and always had a cold and always was boogery. Like just full of boogers. Like it would just be dripping off his face, almost as if it's a joke, right? Just dripping off his face. So, he'd collect all these cans, and with the money he used from these cans, he would buy himself like box seats at the local baseball, for the local baseball team, the Dragons. Okay? And with his real money, I guess he would use that to live off. Like his salary money from his job, from his manju job. Manju, by the way, is a Japanese sweet. So he worked making sweets, and it was really just dripping boogers, and we always joke like, we gotta find out where this guy works so we can never buy manju there, because nobody wants to eat the sweets from the manju from this guy, right? And I apologize for the wind. I know this is really horrible right now, but I didn't plan to make this video. I'm inspired by the homeless. This guy wasn't homeless, but he looked much more homeless than the guy I just bought noodles for. Anyway, I'll go underground so you guys can hear me better, okay? So please be patient. Anyway, so this guy would come to the store, and outside the store all these cans are there, right? He would collect the cans so that he would later cash out. And what the hell's going over here? We should go over here and see if there's some kind of protest happening. Anyway, he would come into the store, and with what money he had, with his coins, he would collect a few cans. He would buy a beer, one or two, I don't remember. He'd buy a beer, I'm pretty sure just one. And then he'd go on his way collecting more cans, right? But whenever I was there, he would go out of his way to ask me, what is this for? Igaku? I don't know what this is for. Let's stop and see what this is about. Zenkoku something Tsushin. I can read the kanjis, but I don't know what the whole theme. They're all different. Something all across the country, testing. What's this for? Saite, Chikin, something. That guy's got a sign about. This guy's got a sign about tests, taking tests, and the other guy talk about rent. Chinking, I'll get it. They want to raise the rent to 1,500. I don't understand. King Koro. So it's basically union stuff. Some association. Oh, I see, I see. Sukuro Genpatsu Zero. Oh, but that sign says no nuclear bombs. Who's talking? Like over there. Oh, so maybe they're all against nuclear power plants. They want to change the way energy is gathered here in Japan. Okay, well, and all the police are ready. Interesting. Let me just see what's happening here. Konbanwa. これ何の話ですかこれ？これでもスクロ原発ゼロって書いてあるでしょ。いろいろ。でも未来違う看板持ってるみたいね。何のデモですか？
中の人に聞いてもらった方がいい。
あ、聞いたんだけど、労働なんとか組合の。
労働組合ユニオンですわ。
そう思った。でもなんか全然違うこと聞いてるねみんな。あんまりないねこういうこと。珍しい。One guy seemed pretty nervous. The tall guy, the tall cop in the back seemed pretty nervous. Those are cops. I asked them what was going on, and they're like, well, a lot. He goes, it's better you ask those people down there. And I did ask them, and they said it's the Rodo Kumiai, which is the union. Then you heard him say union, which is what he said. And I said, but all the signs are different. They all seem to be protesting different things. He goes, yeah. And then I said, well, it's pretty rare for this to happen, right? Excuse me while I drink my strong zero. Almost done here. He said, yeah. Anyway, going back to my story about the can man. So the can man, he comes to the store, he collects cans and he buys a beer, and he always, whenever he sees me, he's this old, like decrepit, like falling to pieces, full of boogers old guy, and he always says to me, he always asks me some ridiculous question about being foreign, right? Every single time. He says, like, so in your country, everyone's Christian, right? I'm like, yeah, okay. He goes, so have they ever heard of like Buddhism? I'm like, yeah, I heard some. You know, it's just every night it's a completely different question, but I gotta take my hat off to him because he always comes up with a different question, like every single day that I see him, every single time I see him. It's always some weird thing like, do they have this in your country? Do they have that in your country? It's always so bizarre. And anyway, so this has been going on for like 2 years, and 3 years ago, he was making the rounds, collecting cans, and look at this guy, look at this guy, look at this guy with no hair, no hair. Oh my god. He was making the rounds and he said, and I noticed he was like super cold, right? Nice hair over there, right? He's super cold, so I felt bad to him, so I gave him my jacket. I just took off my jacket, and it was a jacket I paid like $15 for. But it was a down jacket. I got it like, it was one of these weird sales at Blue Navy or some shit. Who knows? I don't remember, years ago. What the hell is this place? Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. So anyway, I gave him my jacket. It was a down jacket. It was a vest, and he said thank you, and I said, you know, look, you're so cold, because it was freezing. This was like 3 years ago. I gave it to him and he took it home. And next time I saw it, he wasn't wearing it. And I saw him again a couple times and he wasn't wearing it. So I asked the old lady, well, not the old lady, the liquor lady, the owner of the store we were visiting, that we always visit. I said, you know, do you know what happened? Like, does he not like the jacket, or was it too, what's going on? And he said, no, it's too nice. He said the jacket's too nice for him to wear outside, so he only wears it at home. Which I thought was hilarious, but you know, it was only a $15 jacket, so whatever. You know, I just want him to use it, right? Because he just seemed like he was freezing, so I just felt like too bad, right? For this guy. Anyway, so then after that, well, anyway, that was my only real interaction with the guy, right? Him with the jacket. So, flash forward, move forward, fast forward. That's it. That's the expression. Fast forward 2 years later, and one day I hear that he's not coming anymore. You know, she says he hasn't come in like 3 days. And then last week, the old lady tells me, oh, turns out he died. He's dead. And I was like, wow, he's dead. Huh. That's weird. He's dead. And I said, as a kind of a joke almost, I said, so are you sad? You must be really sad. But almost as a joke, because I kind of knew she wasn't sad, because we all kind of dreaded something's wrong with this card. I don't know what. We always dreaded, you know, I gotta go talk to this woman now. We always dreaded his coming to the store. Every time it was like some problem, right? No, it was just some weird. No, it wasn't a problem. It was just he was gross, and he always asked me some annoying questions about being being foreign. So nobody liked him, honestly, and he was weird, and he was gross, and he was dead. Now he's dead, right? So I joked like, you must miss him, and she said, no, I don't. I don't miss him at all. And I kind of felt like she was being honest, but at the same time I also felt like wow, she's such a nice person. She's such a really nice person. She has no feelings for this guy at all. It's so weird, right? It's just so weird that he has, you know, she has no feelings for this guy. And I kind of don't either. I mean, but to be honest, I kind of miss him now, you know? And he always asks really annoying questions, but I kind of miss him. And I felt guilty that I didn't feel, I mean, I missed him a little bit. I didn't miss him that much. And I felt guilty that I didn't miss him much. So that's all, that's what I wanted to say. So death comes and, you know, you think you're going to feel something, but you don't. So that's interesting, right? That'll happen to me sometime, someday. Someone watching this video, many of you watching this video, I will die someday. Hopefully in the far future, but you'll just go like, oh, I knew that guy. He was really annoying. I guess I should feel bad he's dead, but I don't. That's part of life. That's cool. All right. That's all I got for you for now. Longer video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Well, you all let you watch this main conversation. いいですか？電話番号を登録したくて。なんか変みたい。
今乗るところですか？
そう、今入ろうとしたけど。
あ、もう一回タッチしてある。
あ、じゃあ2回タッチした。そういうことか。Apparently, I must have not paid attention. I must have hit the card twice when I was going through. Maybe you guys noticed. If you did, leave it in the comments. So go back and rewind the video and tell me if that's true. Anyway, it's fairly early. And I'm gonna grab my train and go home. Going towards the Jvloggers station. If you want to stop me. That's all I got for you for now, though. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you guys soon. Don't die.
Give me a break, man. Break, man.
Bye bye. Yeah, bye.